What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, January 7th. I am 7 days into the new year and I'm feeling good. I know in my last vlog I was getting over a fever, cold, whatever it was I had, and I am now feeling good. I'm feeling like this is my new year now. But the last few days I've really been focusing on resetting and just coming up with what I want to focus on this year. I feel good with where my goals are and I look forward to the new year. Part of one of my goals is making sure that I vlog a little more consistently. So I am challenging myself to do weekly vlogs. I am holding myself accountable. I know I can do this. I just have to set my mind to it and do it. But I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. So that is one of my commitments this year. Another one is reading more books. I want to read more. I did it back when, COVID happened and the world shut down. I focused a lot on reading, and once everything kind of went back to normal, I kind of steered away from that. So this year I want to pick up more books. I am currently reading The Midnight Library. I started this book on Sunday and I am already like more than halfway through the book. It is pretty good. If you have not read this book, it is very interesting. A little soul searching. I definitely recommend this book. What a great way to start the year with no regrets. This is my current read and I'm hoping to finish this by the end of this week. So I mean, I'm almost there. I have like very little left. Another goal for me is running, to run another 100 miles. Every year I have a goal for myself to run 100 miles. I achieved it in 2025. I hit exactly my 100 miles. And this year I plan to do the same. I want to run more 5Ks. I want to run more outside, and they have to be outdoor runs. Indoor runs do not count. They have to be outdoor runs, and I track them with an app called Runkeeper. It's really cool because you could track the shoes that you're using as well. I've realized early on in my running journey how important it is to have the right running shoes because it truly makes a difference. I invested in a ton of running gear as well. I've been running outside in the winter, so I got a lot of stuff to help me prep for that. It is still kind of cold in Chicago, not too crazy. It's been a little sunnier. I feel like it's been colder in past years, but regardless of the weather, I'm outside. I'm running outside and I'm getting my miles in. I feel like every year I wait too late in the year to try to like get my miles in, and this year I am hoping to get them in by like October. Like I'm starting earlier in the year. I usually wait to spring, and this year I'm like, nope, we're starting this month. We're getting the miles going because I hate like at the end of the year I'm like scrambling and trying to get all these miles in. So this year will be different. We're not procrastinating. I am getting ahead of things. This year I also want to grow deeper in my faith. I am Christian. I want to go to Sunday service every Sunday. That is my goal. I also am currently doing the 21-day fast. So that's something I've never done before. So starting off the year with prayer, with fasting, and just taking the time to read my Bible. I do want to get into reading my Bible a little more. I am currently on day 4 of my fast. I cannot have any sugar and no alcohol, so I'm completely cutting that out for this fast. And then I'm taking an hour, 30 minutes to an hour every day to read a chapter of the book of John. I also have a book, which is a 30-day devotional for the anxious heart. It has a verse and then it has a little just blurb of something to focus on, something to think about, and then it has a question that I then sit down and journal. I take my moment with God and I pray, I write down whatever it is on my mind, and I am focusing on that for the next 21 days. I have been doing good so far. It was my niece's birthday yesterday and they had cake. And sadly, I had to say no, but it sucks because cake is my weakness and I am obsessed with sugar. I just love sugar, candy, cake, ice cream, you name it. So this is definitely hard to give up for 21 days, but I know I can do it and I'm holding myself accountable. And those are the top goals. There's a ton of other minor little things that I want to do in between, but this year I just want to be a little more intentional with what I do, a little more mindful with how I treat myself. Mental health is so important to me and I feel like I've been struggling with that a little bit. So just kind of going back to what is it that makes me feel joy? What is it that's, making me feel unsettled? Am I feeling anxious? Why? Journaling that, going to therapy, doing all the things to get my mind right. And once my mind is right, I feel like everything else follows. And health has always been important. So gymming, eating healthy, all those little things are things that have been a goal for me every year, and just continuing it on to this year. Your girl is back at work. I took a little break and it's time to go back and get some work done, but I will be working until 5 o'clock today. And after work, I am hoping to get a few chapters in of my book and have some dinner and then just relax, because tomorrow's another work day. Time to get back to routine. Being off 2 weeks was nice, but now it's reestablishing new routines for this year. This is my workspace. I have my main area over here, my main desk with my monitor, because sometimes I need 2 screens. But then sometimes I feel like it gets way too dark in my little corner. So then I move my way over to like my little studio area, which is right over here. I have my little desk set up. I have some lights for when I film my makeup videos. I get so lazy to put them away and put them back on, so I like set them up where I could just turn them on. But I like to sit here sometimes because I get some lights. I get to look outside and not feel trapped, because I'm still working from home. I'm on what, year 6 now? Since 2020 to now, I've been working from home. We recently went hybrid about a year or 2 ago. So I only go in to the office 6 days out of the month, which is really nice. No complaints. But I do feel like my mood sometimes is a little low when I'm cooped in the house all day, every day. So I try to get some sunlight looking out my window. I try to get some walks in. After work, I like to just drive out and run some kind of errands, because being indoor all day every day sometimes can drive me a little crazy. So that is that. I just finished up a meeting. I am starving. The mornings with this fast is rough. It is rough. By 12 I'm like starving. I'm like counting down the minutes, and it's hard. Fasting is definitely hard when you're setting yourself on a strict schedule, but it can't be done, and I know I can do it. next day. It is Thursday, January 8th. Right after work yesterday, I went straight to my dad's house because he just got home from Mexico. And we also had dinner with him. It was just a nice way to catch up because we didn't get to see him over the holidays. So I spent most of my afternoon at his house. And then when I came home, I finished my book. Yay! My first book of the year. I finished it within the week, so I'm super proud of myself. But it does not stop there. I have my next read, and it is the book that I picked up at Half Price Books last week. So I'm going to get this one started. My sister recommended this one to me, and she told me that she was obsessed, that it's her favorite Colleen Hoover book out of all the books she read. I have no idea what this is about, to be quite honest. So this book is about a struggling writer who uncovers chilling autobiography of famous author's wife, revealing devastating secrets that could destroy her family. Ooh. This one I liked it because I feel like it would be tea. And I hope it gets me hooked or keeps me hooked. So this is my next read. Also, to you guys, I've noticed that I've never done like a get to know me Q&A. I just started vlogging and just, you know, putting my business out there without fully introducing myself. So I feel like new year, new goals. Let me take a moment and do a little Q&A. I don't have anything formally prepared. I'm literally just winging this. I'm going to look up just some random questions. Getting to know me. Okay, let's do this. This is a easy peasy 25 questions. I have not pre-read these, so we're just gonna go with the flow. We're just gonna let it happen. Question number 1, what is your middle name? I don't have a middle name. My full name is Gabriela Soto. That is my name, Gabriela Soto. A lot of people can't say Gabriela. I get it, the R in there is tough. My nickname is Gaby. So a lot of people can't say Gabriela, so they always say Gaby, and that works for me. Even my mom, my parents have called me Gaby all my life. My siblings, that's what I go by, and it is spelled with one B. I get Gabby, which is very common, I know, but my mom has always spelled it with one B. So because she always wrote it with one B, I always wrote it with one B. So it is Gaby with one B. Question number 2, share your favorite subject in high school. In high school, I loved art class because it was super chill, and I took my art very seriously. I know for a lot of people it was an easy class to just hang out, chill, but I loved the assignments. I took them very, very serious. I think I liked physics too because there was some math added into it, and although I say I hate math, I'm actually really good at math. What is your favorite drink? If I had to choose a favorite drink, I'm gonna do, I guess I would say Sprite. I'm thinking of like anytime I go to a restaurant, what I tend to order, and I usually order a Sprite. So I'm gonna say the Sprite is my favorite drink. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment. It's tough because nothing new has really come out, but I've still been playing Sexy Songs for You by Drake and Party Next Door. That was my 2025 Warped favorite songs, and Somebody Loves You specifically. That song has been a repeat all year, and maybe because we're approaching Valentine's Day, I'm still listening to it. What would you or have you named your children? Ooh, what would I name my kids? At the moment, for a girl, I love the name Sophia. I love Layla. What else? Those are just like top of mind names. So we'll keep that for girls. And then for boys, I don't know why I've always liked the name Javier. Javi. I also like the name Jordan. I don't know, I like the name Jordan for a boy. So those are just some of the top of mind names, but I haven't really thought much about it, and I don't have a list prepared. Have you participated in any sports? I have. In elementary school, I did soccer and volleyball. And then in high school, I did volleyball and I also played softball. And then in my adult life, I've joined a softball league and a volleyball league. So those are my go-to sports. What is your favorite book? The Kite Runner. I love The Kite Runner. I read that book in high school and it will forever be my favorite. What is your favorite color? Purple, because I am royalty, okay? So purple is my favorite color. What is your favorite animal? I love cheetah. The reason why I love cheetah is because in elementary school, I did a project, I don't know, in the early grades, like, you know, when you do like pick your favorite animal and then do research about it. So I had the cheetah and I did research and I did my presentation on the cheetah, and ever since then, it has been my favorite animal. What is your favorite perfume? At the moment, it is Prada Paradox. Prada Paradox is my current favorite, but my all-time favorite and one I can't live without, and I wear it all the time, is Lancome. La Vie est Belle. I might be saying it wrong, but La Vie est Belle by Lancome is my all-time favorite. That one, I've been wearing it for years. I have backups and I can never live without it. I need to have it in my fragrance rotation. What is your favorite holiday? I love Halloween, not because of the scary spookiness, because I am such a chicken. I don't do haunted houses. I don't do like the scary ghouls and all that. I love it for the season. I love the fall season. I love to see the leaves change. I love the activities that I get to do within that time frame. So that's why I always say Halloween is my favorite, because it really closes out. It kind of closes out but starts the fall season. I don't know, it's like dead smack in the middle. So that is why it's my favorite holiday. And also because my birthday's in October. So I kick off the fall season and then it ends with Halloween. So that is why it is my favorite. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. This is getting deep. Okay, rate my childhood. I would rate it an 8. That is a weird question to ask, but I would rate it an 8. I don't think my childhood was a 10 out of 10. Obviously, I think my parents had me when they were very, very young. My mom was 18 or 19 and my dad was 21. Babies, okay? And I think that they were just trying to figure it out, right? They were just trying to figure out with us, and I'm the firstborn, so I'm the test. And I was also unplanned, so even worse. So I think that within my early years, there was obviously a lot of hardship. Although there was a lot of hardship, I think that there was still a lot of love within my family. So that's why I would rate it an 8. Have you been out of the country? Yes, I have. I think it was like 2019 or after COVID, I really felt like I needed to travel outside of Mexico, because Mexico outside of the US was all I knew. So I ended up going to the Dominican Republic. I also ended up going to Greece, which is beautiful. I also went to France, and I recently went to Japan. So all great countries. I'm still not done visiting. The next country I want to visit is definitely going back to Europe. I want to go to Italy, and I also want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Bali, and my list continues. I also want to go to Egypt. Egypt would be really cool. So I have so many places I still want to go, but yes, I have been out of the country. Do you speak any different languages? I speak Spanish. I am Mexican, so Spanish to me was, I think it was my first language, because again, my parents were so young. My mom spoke a lot of Spanish because my dad only speaks Spanish. And I went to high school. I had to learn Spanish. I had to speak Spanish, read, write Spanish. So although I don't speak it every day, it's still a little choppy. I can get by. I can, you know, put sentences together. People understand what I'm saying, so that's a good thing. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have 3 sisters. And then my dad did actually remarry and had 2 boys. So I have 2 brothers as well. What is your favorite store? Ulta Beauty, duh. And I am being very biased because I work for Ulta Beauty. So make sure y'all are shopping your favorite beauty products at Ulta. What is your favorite restaurant? There is a local restaurant by my house called Deja's Brew. If you know, you know. That is my favorite restaurant at the moment, and I think it's just because I live nearby and it's like such a cool, like chill spot to go have brunch, dinner, whatever. Did you like school? Did I like school? Does anyone really like school? No, I didn't. I didn't like that I had to be up early. I didn't like the routine of things. I like to do things at my own time, but then like having to do due dates and like kind of being forced to do your homework for the next day was no fun because all I wanted to do was go out and hang out with my friends. I feel like for me, school was always like, I want to just play sports and hang out with my friends. I was never like, yeah, let's study. Like, I love, you know, doing my homework and like staying inside and studying extra hard for tests. I was very lazy. I just didn't want to do things, but I got by. And it's funny because my niece now says that she doesn't want to go to school, and it just reminds me of myself when I was her age. I never liked going to school either. I just wanted to be home and play video games, which is exactly what she wants to do. So I feel her. I feel her. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie, 13 Going on 30. I love that movie. I can watch it so many times and I will still watch it as if I watched it the first time. What are some of your favorite TV shows? How I Met Your Mother is my all-time favorite TV show. That one is another one that I can watch over and over again. I love watching The Office. I think it's just very funny, and I'm very into comedy. So those would be my top 2 shows. PC or Mac? Mac. What phone do you have? I currently have the iPhone 15. These are some random questions. How tall are you? How tall are you? I am 5'7". Do you have any pets? I do. I have a rabbit and I have a dog. And that is it. Those are all 25 questions that was on this little questionnaire here. Just some random facts about me, I think, that were covered on there. I am currently 33 years old. You guys, I am in my Jesus year. Career-wise, I am a merchandise planner. I always knew I wanted to do something in retail and fashion, in beauty, and I ended up working at the beauty industry, and I am a merchandise planner for Ulta Beauty. I manage some very high-end prestige brands you may know, like Anastasia Beverly Hills, Laura Mercier, Buxom, Bare Minerals. So I manage those brands within Ulta Beauty, and it has been fun. That is a little about me. Just doing YouTube because I think it's fun. I love to vlog. I love to just share my everyday with you all. Like, I never did a sit-down video, which is crazy, but here we are. It is fine. New year, new goals. Hello, my beautiful people. It is Saturday, January 10th. It has been a busy and relaxing 2 days. Yesterday I worked, of course, back to my 9 to 5. And right after work, I went out with my friend Jackie. Hey girl, if you're watching this. We went out to have pizza and just had amazing conversation, and we haven't met up in years. So it was very much needed. Something about me, I am a very low maintenance friend. So I have a lot of friends that, you know, come and go at different times in my life. Life gets busy. And we see each other when we can. I have friends that I haven't seen in like 2 to 3 years that I got to see over the holiday. And now I have my friend Jackie, who I haven't seen in like maybe 2 to 3 years as well, and we got to reconnect. And I have friends, you know, our moms and wives and, you know, sisters and, you know, friends to other people, and, you know, life gets busy and when we get to connect, it's just beautiful. So that was fun. We went to Wooden Paddle in LaGrange. If you have not been, it is yummy. It is such amazing pizza in my opinion. And then I came home, got ready for bed, and I am starting my day fresh. I started my day with some coffee, black coffee. I have no sugar, no creamer, no nothing in here. I can only have tea, black coffee, or water in between. And then I eat from 12 to 8. I started my day with some prayer. I read a chapter of the book of John. I journaled for my day. I read the passage of the book that I'm reading as well. And I'm feeling like my spirit is lifted. My spirit is lifted, and I feel like I'm ready to conquer my day. I know I'm looking crazy, but I just took a shower, and this is what I put on when I don't want to wash my hair. So it is from Kitsch, and it's like a little shower cap, and it keeps my hair pretty dry. So I love it. I use that on my no hair or no wash days. I'm about to straighten my hair. I am going to get ready because today is a busy day for me. I have an event. Part of the many hats I wear is I am also a leader at a beautiful project, which is a nonprofit organization, and we are doing a vision board, and it is one of the most popular events that we host every year. We sell out every single year, and the room is just filled with such positive energy, women who are dedicating their year to like becoming better, creating goals together. And there's women who may not know what that means for them, but are still in this space for encouragement, for positivity, for inspiration. And that's what we're there for. We're there to inspire. We're there to inspire, to lead. We're there to guide. And you know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about my own personal journey and what that means to me, and how I want to grow in this season, and what I'm looking forward to the year. So sharing that with some of the ladies is important to all of us leaders. Again, being that example, being that guide, being that encouragement that some of these women need. And some of them just enjoy being in that space. They love the vibes because we bring the vibes, and we look forward to this event every single year. I am obviously taking you guys with me. I'll try to record when I can. It'll be busy for us. I'll be kind of running around creating content for us, for our social media channels. So I'll be kind of like busy doing that, but I'll try to sneak in a little bit of the vibes. And so yeah, for now, I'm gonna get ready, finish drinking my better black coffee, and we're gonna get this day going. You guys, I burned the shit out of my neck. Like, what? What? It like stings a little bit, but I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Alright, you guys, I'm in my car, ready to go. I heated up some leftover pizza from yesterday because it is noon and I can finally eat. So I'm looking forward to that. But I have to eat it on the way because the event starts at 2. It is 12. It takes me an hour to get there, so I'll be there well before the event starts, but I want to be there early to help set up. I still can't believe I burned my neck, you guys. Like, it burns. You could see the burn mark now. Like, it's visible and it stings, but it is what it is. It is a 44-minute drive. I'll get there right at 1 o'clock, which is exactly the time that I wanted to get there. I am a little further out than everyone else. I live far south and the event is up north. Yeah, it's a busy day for me today. I have this event and then afterwards I am celebrating a friend's birthday and he is doing a Chicago Bears watch party. So I'm excited to see the game. We're going against the Packers. If you're from Chicago, you know how important this game is. The rivalry is real. So looking forward to that as well. But that is the plan for today. I'm gonna be on the go, but although I have so much to do today, I am being very mindful of my goal, and that is to be still, be present, do not rush, take your time, get there safe. Those are all things I'm telling myself in moments of like when I'm looking at the time and then I'm like starting to panic or feel anxious and I'm starting to rush myself. I start telling myself, girl, you have time. You're gonna be there at 1. You're gonna be there an hour ahead of the event. You still have time to help set up. And giving myself grace, you guys, because I have not been doing that to myself. I have been putting myself in a state of panic, but I am putting myself now in a state of grace. I'm giving myself patience and I'm being very kind with myself. So that is the vibe for today, and that is the motivation of the day for myself. I don't know who else needs to hear that, but we need to slow down, you guys, and be present.